If the fire alarm is activated, please vacate the offices down the main staircase opposite the lifts in the foyer. Assemble in Hawley Square on the Green. Officers will assist you and advise when it is deemed safe to return to the chamber. There's a general announcement about the use of mobile phones. Would everyone present please ensure their mobile phones are turned to silent, which I better do now, and that they are not used to make or receive calls in the chamber whilst this meeting is in progress. Before commencing the business of this meeting, I would like to clarify the Council's position with regard to filming of meetings for those in the public areas. The Council is aware that the Government proposed and enacted the Openness of Local Government Bodies Regulations 2014 on the 5th of August 2014. These regulations now allow any person attending a meeting for the purpose of reporting on it to be allowed to do so. Such reporting includes filming and recording of those meetings to allow someone not attending to be able to see or hear proceedings. This development now requires changes to be made to the Council's constitution as it is currently drafted.
Can't take you anywhere.
Right. It is therefore proposed that the Council will follow its processes to ensure that the Constitution is changed to comply with the new regulations, but whilst this is progressing, the Chairman will, at each meeting, put forward a motion at the outset to waive standing orders, specifically in respect of Part 4, Council Procedure Rule 35, to allow for filming of those meetings as outlined in the regulations. To be clear, this change will not permit any activity which disrupts the conduct of business at a meeting, and the Chairman reserves the right to call for the removal of anyone who interrupts that meeting. I would also like to advise anyone in attendance in public areas that if filming or recording is allowed, their image may well be captured. However, I would urge those filming or recording the meeting to avoid filming and recording members of the public. Any filming or recording would not be permitted for any items of business where exempt information is discussed following the exclusion of press and public from the meeting. I propose that Council Procedure Rule 35 is waived for the duration of this meeting. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yep.
Is that agreed?
Agreed.
Thank you. I'm just going to turn my mobile phone off.
Oh.
Silent.
Yeah, I've got hers off, yeah.
Right. Apologies. We've had apologies from Councillor Ken Gregory, who's substituted by Councillor Bayford, Councillor Kim Gibson, and Councillor Ian Gregory is being substituted by Councillor Chris Wells. Are there any further apologies? No? Declarations of interest? None? Right, then we'll move on to the one agenda item for tonight, which is the call-in. I'm sure members are very well aware of the background to this, and as an overview scrutiny panel, we have had a task and finish group on pleasure armour. We've scrutinised, we've made recommendations. Things have moved on apace now, and clearly what was presented to Cabinet was the conclusion of where we're at now. However, because it was part of not the normal procedure, we felt it was really important that scrutiny should have a chance to look at it in the full scrutiny panel. And we have Councillor Everett here tonight to answer questions. What we also have, and I'm going to allow members just a few minutes, if you haven't had time, to read a Q&A which has been prepared for officers. I'd like to thank members of the public who sent in questions following the Cabinet meeting, and I think that the answers to these questions have to some extent answered some of what we might have asked tonight. So I'm going to ask for members to just spend, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes reading through the Q&A, and then we'll move into a general questioning session for Councillor Everett and the Chief Executive acting. Thank you.